I had a thought about this, what happened there, and I think Ayrton, he passed Eddie, he left him. Then he was stuck behind Damon, and at the point where Ayrton tried to overtake Damon, he couldn't do it, he had to back off, and he lost the speed for the second part of the straight before the chicane. And that was the moment where Eddie tried to overtake Ayrton back, and he got it. But I think he's still the leader. He had not the chance to go past by Damon, who should let him by as well. So really, Eddie should have stayed behind him and waited till Senna passed him.
I mean, I don't want to get involved, to be honest. I mean, it was unfortunate that we were, Eddie and I were racing for position. I was on wet on slicks and he was on wet, and Ayrton just happened to be lapping us at the same time. It's a very difficult situation. I mean, I can imagine how Ayrton felt, because I've led races and I know what it's like when you get in trouble with back markers. On the other hand, Eddie was not exactly, he wasn't exactly, you know, not taking use of any opportunity to get past. And I felt I'd get away from him if I was given a chance on slicks. Another lap and they would have come in and they would have got filthy conditions, I would have been away. I didn't want to be behind him. But I mean, it's irritating for it, and I can see that. But a lot of people thought it was great to watch, and I enjoyed racing with Eddie, so I don't know what the answer is.
All you do is criticize in a negative way, you know, and that I don't take it. When I get criticism which is constructive, it's fine. But when it's so destructive, the way it has been, then there is nothing to talk about. I cannot respect you guys for that, you know, and I have the right then not to talk to you if I don't feel like it. You didn't give me my point of view. You guys wrote me off completely after the race, and you didn't even think about what set of circumstances and how many bad things happened from the beginning of the race till the end, and after the race as well, before talking about the incident after the race. You didn't consider it, because you haven't got an understanding. And most people who were there didn't even bother about it. That was my most frustration. That after the race, I went upstairs and I talked to people. They didn't even think about it. They really didn't even think about it. And it was completely wrong. You know, when a leader comes, whoever is, it can be even a world champion, must make way. That's the code of conduct that we have between us. It's been always like this since I drive. You guys can say I'm hard or I'm easy, whatever. When you're fighting for a position, then you are harder to each other, but that's normal. When you come to be left, there's no way you can do it. I give you one simple example. Back in Monte Carlo, I was in the lead of the championship, I was the leader in the race, and I was still with a complete open championship. Alain was fighting with me, he had all the chances to win, everything for him. He got left by me. When I came behind him, he immediately moved out of the way. He didn't just lift off, he moved out of the way, lift off and let me go by. He was fighting with me for the championship, it was early days. Why did he do that? Because you've got to be professional. He has won races, he has led races, he has understood very well what it takes to be a winner. And those other guys don't have that understanding. You know, they haven't won one race, okay? They don't know what this is all about it. And they think they are right to do what they do. Not only letting me lose 15 to 20 seconds, which is what I lost behind them, in the number of laps I was, and risking to be off. I was off the circuit. Plus, they come and overtake me again when I was hustling with Damon, which I couldn't come by as well. You know, the guy come and take me. If I take him over, I would take Damon, myself and him off the circuit. That would be great. Good stories, huh? But a real mess, you know. And nobody talked about it. That was normal, simple. Nothing justifies hitting him. Nothing justifies, and I'm not justifying myself. I'm telling you guys that what took place was absurd in many different ways, and nobody did anything about it. Nobody even talked about it during the race and after the race. That's what I'm talking about.